tiller is supposed to be this shape and sawn out of a single piece of ash. I decided to make it up out of flitches that are thin pieces of wood. Here's my piece of ash. I've sawn it into strips called flitches, which will eventually be glued together and pulled tight in this mold to end up being the same shape as this template. So when I bend all the flitches and glue them to this shape, I'll have a center line that matches this tiller. Then all I have to do is take that stack that's all glued up, draw this template on it, cut it out, and shape it. So here's the walnut flitches. Got them. Obviously they're not long enough, so I'm going to have to scarf them together. But they'll go in here and get clamped together and glued up in this shape. Let's make a scarf. Okay, so here I have a couple flitches. These two have been glued together, making a longer one. And we need to glue these two together, making it even longer. They're 1/8 inch thick, and so I'm using about 1 1/8 inch overlap. So if you plane them together, the bevel will match, and you take this one like that, and they'll glue up perfectly. So here we go. Perfect. So for the flitches that come out of this log of dogwood, I've got to establish some kind of a plane through here where I think I can get straight cuts. And I think it's about like that. So to deal with this, I had to put a flat side on one side so I can work with it. I could use a jointer to pare this thing down some. That would take a while, and it might not work too well. And the saw obviously won't work. But I do have a plan. I'm going to use the wood eraser. Well, this isn't the wood eraser I had in mind. We're making a lot of good progress here. I could cut some flitches out of this, but I've got to go down quite a ways to get to something that will work. And it's still too high for the blade to really cut it off. So I'm thinking what I should probably do is turn this around and square this up. Well, we got it down to here today. Should be able to get some flitches out of there. We'll see. So it occurred to me last night, if I can take a little more off this bottom, I'll have a nice thick piece from which to cut flitches. I might even be able to get 2 out of each cut if I can take this much off the bottom. It's about 3/4. So I think I'll do that. So we got some flitches out of this thing. There they are. Look pretty good.